Davante, frustration, I'm sure, tonight to be in position to score points in the second half. Where do you think, when you go back and watch this tape, that the offense probably fell short when you were in position to score points?
We just didn't finish. Didn't finish enough, and that's kind of been the underlying deal with this football team this year. And you just got to be able to finish drives better and with 7. And we did that early a couple times and had an opportunity to potentially do something special, but just fell short on too many opportunities.
How comfortable did you feel back with Aaron, and how much more comfortable are you expecting to feel as the week goes on after kind of arriving here and crash course on the offense and getting back with him?
Yeah, I mean, as far as picking up on the offense and everything, I felt great there. It was, obviously we can continue to work on that and get back where we've been, and that's just a work in progress, and it's not something that I'm too worried about. It's just more the attitude of the team and how we have to move forward if we plan on winning games.
And last question, as a guy that's been through everything in this league, for some of the young guys on this team, a veteran like yourself and Aaron, where do you think it comes from, and the role you play in keeping their confidence up, that there's still a lot of football out in front of you and that the season's not over?
Right. Yeah. It's at this point, it's just about changing the mindset and changing the culture. So doing everything that I can to influence these guys, offense, defense, special teams, everything, and give them a little bit of what's in me as to why we've been able to defeat some of the odds in the past. And I don't want to talk about the past all the time, but it's when it's been done and you've done it yourself, that it's attainable. So we just got to do what we got to do, and people like me, Aaron, and the rest of the vets on the team got to do our job and bring everybody else along.
Here with running back Breece Hall. Breece, the offense seemed to get going in that first half. What, from your perspective, happened where it couldn't really pick itself up off the ground in the second half?
Killing ourselves, and I just feel like just not taking our layups. I feel like we were kind of making it hard for ourselves, so that's very frustrating. But, we were still able to move the ball up and down the field. We just got to score points, and it sucks when we get to the red zone and we aren't able to convert how we need to. So we just got to be better there.
What's the next step this team can take as you look ahead at the rest of the schedule? Because there's still plenty of game left, still plenty of the season left. But what's that next step that this team needs to take?
For everybody to look themselves in the mirror, and our playmakers need to make plays when plays need to be made. So at the end of the day, there's no excuses. We just have to be better and win. There's no more time for making excuses. It's too late for that. So we just got to be better. We got to win games.
How do you personally flush these kinds of games out of the system? Because you have another big game with an AFC East rival on deck.
Yeah, I don't personally flush anything. I want to win all the time. So, our loss from week 1 still sits with me. So, I just keep that chip on my shoulder, and knowing that nobody wants to see us win. And when we do win, that's what the purpose is. We got to win for each other and not just win for ourselves.
Awesome. Appreciate the time, Breece.
Thank you.
Here with CJ Mosley. CJ, what was Coach Ulbricht's message to the team after the game?
Point the finger at yourself. Find a way. No complaining. It's about to get really loud outside. So we need to lock arms and really just figure this thing out.
What were some of the changes that the Steelers made at half?
Nothing. They executed when they needed to. They made the plays when they needed to. And they got the ball when they needed to. So, we just, as a defense, 37 points is inexcusable. We've been talking about the past couple of years, how we put this organization on our shoulders. It doesn't matter what the offense does. We get the ball back. We make the plays, and we haven't been doing that, if we've just been pretty honest. So, as a defense and as a team, we got to lock back in, which we say every single week, but we just got to freaking do it.
As a captain and a leader of this defense, how are you going to kind of help this defense regroup before next week?
I mean, we went into this week, right mindset. We started the game on fire, but just like little things that's just hurting us. Some of the 50-50 balls, you just give credit where it's due, but when it's time for us to make our play or got to execute at certain times, we just got to do it. We had some crazy injuries this game, so we had guys come in, but at the end of the day, we all put in the work, We all are capable of being a great defense and a great team, but it's something that's holding us back, man. We got to figure it out.
Appreciate the time, CJ.
Yep, thank you.
What did Coach Ulbrich say to the team after tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing was just, obviously we dug ourselves a hole, but we all got to, look inward here and, kind of, sadly it's the same stuff we've been talking about, right? Accountability, looking inward, locking arms. We got to find a way to dig ourselves out of this hole we created.
How are you specifically going to kind of help that change turnaround as being one of the leaders of this team?
It's something, I think just as a group, me, guys that have been around, just there's got to be a higher standard of just the way we operate day in and day out. And I think that's kind of where it starts. So the big thing is it's hard to do this right now because there's enough talking. Right? It's been a lot of just talking, and we got to do this, got to do that. It's just as a group, we got to set a higher standard and live up to that standard.